And we are back with Guilford County Schools Superintendent Dr. Whitney Oakley here answering your questions. This is very timely with the cold weather that we have. What do we do if our school building is in disrepair, roof leaking, no heat?
I mean, unfortunately, the state of our buildings, the average school's 60 years old before the moon landing, the invention of the internet. So we just have to be realistic about the state of the operations that we're in. We are grateful that we are spending $500 million on deferred maintenance to address things like roofing and HVAC systems as part of the bond that the voters passed. When those things happen, though, we want to report them as quickly as we can. We have a system with school principals to report those to an incidents team that deploys the right staff and makes sure that we're able to keep instruction going. Most of the time we're able to relocate to a spot that does have heat. Everybody has a temperature check to know what the actual temperature is. And in some cases, when those repairs take longer, they impact more of the building, we may have to send students home early, either shift to remote learning or provide additional supports until we're able to make those repairs and reopen.
Okay. This person is asking, is there such a thing as truancy officers anymore? Because you had talked about needing to keep kids in school.
Yes, our social workers work really closely with social services in the event that we have attendance issues that need to have another layer of support. So we do send letters at different day periods. If you're absent X number of days, we do home visits, we do phone calls. We're also doing innovative things though, like having telehealth clinics in our schools so that if a student has a sore throat or an earache, we're able to handle that and keep them in school. And so we do have systems in place if truancy becomes a problem, where principals and social workers work close with families to see what the barriers are to getting to school. And those are the positions that usually handle truancy.
Let's talk about learning loss, especially with the pandemic. We heard a whole lot about it, when they first got back and then the second year, but we still continue to hear about it.
We do, but it's another thing our school district is getting national attention for. So just yesterday, the White House recognized Guilford County Schools for our tutoring efforts. Just one of 3 school districts in our country that was recognized, and that's because we've stayed the course and we have put our resources in what research says works. We want parents to know that there are access to tutors, both in person and virtual, and they can contact their child's teacher or principal if they want that service. We're paying close attention to the data and who needs what kind of help, but we also have to remember that this learning loss is not something that's going to have an end date that's really like at the end of this year, at the end of next year. All students were impacted in a different way, and it's going to be a long road out of this impact of the pandemic. We're going to keep talking about it, but we're also going to have to keep making investments in things that work, and tutoring is a great example of that, and another thing that Guilford County Schools offers access to that not everybody does, and we're proud of that.
Okay, and so all a parent needs to do is say, I think my kid needs help, and talk to the teacher specifically.
They can, and also on our website there's access to sign up for virtual tutoring, so you just go on and say what you need help with and you make an appointment for the next night, and a certified teacher is ready to help. And so there's lots of ways to get access, but that's a very individualized way to kind of intervene, and something that we've seen the number of students and the number of tutoring sessions double and triple over last year. So kids are taking advantage because they're seeing progress as a result.
All right, and so back to the question someone's asking, what are they doing to hire more teachers, fill vacancies?
It's constant. I mean, I think our whole country is dealing with teacher shortages. I think we need to pay attention to how we compensate teachers. We need to make sure that we're advocating at the state and the national level. We can't say that we're the #1 in business and the last in teacher pay in the state. So I think it's something that we're going to have to rally behind as a whole community. We have to pay attention to how we vote. And just because someone says they support public education, we need to make sure that they actually believe in compensating teachers. We are always at colleges and job fairs and putting the word out there that Guilford County Schools is the best place to learn and work and grow. And the things that are great about our choice programs and our neighborhood schools are great for adults too, not just for kids. And so word of mouth about what we are able to offer here is also good. We were fortunate though at the beginning of the school year, while neighboring counties had hundreds of teacher vacancies, we had about 20. And so we feel well positioned as we move into the next year, but we're going to have to pay close attention during election season and how we advocate for how we compensate teachers. We can't stop.
And I'm imagining, even though this is like the next semester and summer is coming up, that you're thinking about hiring teachers already for next year.
We are hiring teachers for next year. We offer early contracts. We keep our eye on student teachers who are doing a great job because we want to keep them here.
Gotcha. Okay, and this person is asking, will students still have WIN next year? W-I-N.
I'm not sure.
Okay, all right. Yeah. Excuse me. I wanted to make sure that we got in all of the questions when it came from there. Is there anything that you wanted parents to specifically know before we let you go? Because we have about a minute left.
It's an important time to pay attention to dates and deadlines and access to school. So we are getting ready for next year. Students who turn 5 on or before August 31st should come and sign up for kindergarten starting January 31st. We want people with 4-year-olds who are going to be 5 to go ahead and sign up for kindergarten, to learn what school is like, to come to open house events. We want to make sure that parents don't miss this choice window. We want to make sure that they see all the great options that we have for them. And that fair again is January 31st, and then that application window runs through February. We don't want somebody to look up in March and say, how do I apply for, and have to say it's too late or we have a wait list. So this is the time to think about next year, to ask your questions, to come to the Coliseum on the 31st, and to see what great things we have to offer in Guilford County Schools.
Okay, thank you for answering all of those text questions from folks that were watching. And of course, if you missed any of this, it's going to be in the Who Wants to Know section of our website.